Oh my God, it is.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh my God, Murphy,
How you doing?
Such a dick.
You're having fun with your family. In the meantime, you're having all kind of other bullshit going on at your house. No, I'm not drunk. As a matter of fact.
Put your mask on.
You can go fuck yourself. How's that?
Well,
I
you
don't need
don't
a
have a
fucking
mask
mask.
on.
You know why I don't need a mask? Because there ain't nothing fucking wrong with me.
I like your Trump
You're
focus.
fucking right.
Guess
you
who
do.
Trump likes? He likes my dad.
Yeah, no, he doesn't like your
Oh, he
face.
does. He
Get
does.
the fuck out of here. Thank you.
Let's go.
Thank you. Come on, get out of here. You know what? You
We
signed.
hope that many would just stay home, George.
Yeah, it was surprising as well. You're right, Gio. Thanks very much. Let's bring in the governor of New Jersey now, Phil Murphy. Governor Murphy, thank you for joining us this morning. Your state hitting new records for cases, positivity, new records, hospitalizations and death are on the rise. Is the virus outstripping your efforts to control it?
George, good to be with you. I certainly hope not. But we do have some realities that are stark. Number one, the weather is colder. We're living a lot more of our lives indoors. There's real pandemic fatigue and a lot of transmission behind private doors. So we have surgically gone after cutting indoor dining at 10 p.m., lowering indoor gathering limits to 10 people. We've amped up enforcement, but there is only so much you can do. So we're pleading with people, keep Thanksgiving really small, immediate family, don't travel, and don't let your guard down just because you're at home.
Yeah, we just heard that police chief say he's not going to enforce these new rules. Anything you can do about that?
Listen, I heard him say, I don't want to ruin anyone's Thanksgiving. And that gentleman, I believe, is an outlier. What would really ruin your Thanksgiving if somebody gets sick and God forbid dies. So we got to do everything we can, but there's a huge amount of burden here on personal responsibility and doing the right thing.
I know everybody wants to keep schools open as long as possible. Are you going to have to close them?
I hope not. Actually, we've got 800 different districts and schools that we oversee. 500 and something are hybrid, 160 something are remote. The rest are either in person or a combination. I hope we can at least, assuming we can do it safely, and keep our case transmission as low as it has been, I hope we can keep schools open.
But, we're heading into Thanksgiving. You've put out every warning.
Let's talk finally about the coronavirus. Vice President Biden made this proposal this week. Take a look.
Every governor should mandate mandatory mask wearing. The estimates by the experts are it will save over 40,000 lives in the next 3 months.
Now, you have mandated that in your state, people must wear masks if they're outside and can't socially distance at least 6 feet apart. Do you think all governors across the country should issue that kind of mandate?
I do, Chris. I think the science and the data, the facts are unequivocal. It used to be up until, in fact, a few weeks ago that the science said by doing so you're protecting others. The science now says it works both ways. And I think if we had a national, as we've called for now for many weeks, if not months, a national masking policy, I think we could accelerate dramatically driving this virus into the ground. It's been a big weapon for us in New Jersey, but as a nation, we're only as strong as our weakest link. To have a national strategy, I think, would be a game changer.
Governor Murphy, thank you. Thanks for joining us today. We'll be following all the